Hi ladies, this is my second shot at this video. When playing back the first video, I realised you couldn't see what my hands were doing. You could hear me chatting wonderfully, I'm good at chatting, but you couldn't see what my hands were doing, so I'm redoing it again. You ladies asked me to show you how I created these cards that I showed you in the group last night. Now, this is using inks and smooshing and stamping, and it's not really my ball game. My friend Sue absolutely loves it. All this icky mess that you get in and icky bits of paper and what have you, it's not really my thing, although I did have some fun making these. You do get in a mess. There's no doubt about it. My hands, as you can see, this is just from the first session, although it doesn't look too bad, I suppose. I'm using distress oxides. Okay, these are a cross between a mixture of pigment ink and dye-based ink, with the oxide in the middle, I think. They're very good. I am rather addicted to them, I suppose. They are beautiful colours, but one of the key things when you're using these is to use a good board. I tried using ordinary cardstock, and I'm afraid it wasn't hugely successful. When I got some proper cardstock that is for stamping and all that malarkey, it definitely improved. But I've got 3 different cardstocks to share with you. This I purchased from Hobbycraft. I write on the back so I know where it's come from. And this is what I did in the last video, before I realised you couldn't see it. And I feel that although that's lovely, it bleaches the colour out for some random reason. This is Sheena board, and you can see that it is much brighter, and that is using the same 3 colours. Then this is Bristol board extra smooth watercolour. Okay, so you can distinctly see the difference between the 3 pieces of board. Love the vibrancy of those 2, but I quite like the bleached effect. It's okay, you know. So they weren't uber expensive either, so you know, that all helps. So starting with the Bristol board, I'll show you exactly how it went this time. Okay, so you're just going to scratch this down onto your, I'm using a, you know, one of those Teflon doodah days that you have for the oven, or whatever it is. Water, you need plenty of water, okay? Spritz it all over the top. If you've got one of those Inkylicious spray bottles, they're really good. You get a good hefty amount of water on them. Mine's slightly less on this. Smooth side on the Hobbycraft stuff, over the top, bring it over, and then you have to dry in between, so it'll get a bit noisy now. Okay, so you have to dry between each layer. Have to be careful about some of the colours you put together as well, because sometimes you can end up with a muddy effect, you know, if you've got some colours next to each other, a bit of green and yellow, and you end up with a bit of mud, you know. So you have to think about it a little bit, although some of the colours can be quite exciting. Okay, nearly there. So that's your first layer, which we seem to have got an uber amount on the back. Told you I was no good at this. I'm not an expert. I'm very, very new to this game. Okay. Then take it and layer it. Okay. Exactly the same thing again. Just need this blobby thing out of the way. Okay. There we go. And again, you've got to dry in between. Can't get away with it. It won't layer if you don't dry. But that's the beauty of Distress Oxides. It will layer. It layers beautifully. You get some really, really awesome. Whoop. Try not to drop it on the floor, Kim. That wasn't meant to happen. Try not to do that when you're doing it. Okay. Dry. Okay. Now, again. Okay. Then dry. There we go. Key is to dry between each layer. It won't work if you don't dry between each layer. So you can see that's lovely. Totally lovely, and it's come out, you can't ever do two the same. It's come out totally different than the first piece I did. Okay, yummy colours, yummy. Now, when you have leftover bits like this, don't wipe it up. Didn't tell you that in the first video either. Have a scrap piece of paper to hand and just catch it. Okay. You can, my friend Sue told me to do this. You quite often end up liking this piece of paper, and you can actually use, you can make flowers with it. You can use it, a lot of people lately are heavily into journaling, and you can you know, journal with it, put it in your books. It's definitely quite pretty. Now we'll wipe it out. Okay. Same three colours again. And then we'll see what it looks like on the Sheena board. It comes out different every time you do it. It's fun to do. Definitely need water. Okay. Now, grab the Bristol. This is Sheena. Okay, this is Sheena board. Okay, make sure you dry in between. So vibrant the colours in here. Oh dear, I don't know what all that was. I'll have to wait and see if that comes out in the video. Okay. Again. Go. Okay, dry in between. You'll probably find out in a minute that this video didn't work either, and I shall end up giving up. Oh, I don't know, third time's a charm, isn't it? Now, pretty. You can, if need be, if you think you're getting a little bit low, add some more water. Okay. Now, we've only done that twice. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, okay. Let's grab a bit there. So you can be specific. Oh, didn't say that very well. There we go. Quick dry. And there you can see how it works. There's no rhyme or reason to it, you just blob it on and smoosh. Okay, the other thing you can do, just clean that up. If you want a more blobby, like big blob kind of effect, get a lot of water in your hand. Okay, just like this, and flick it. Okay, just flick it, add it. If you end up with a blob that's too much, just literally dab it off, and you get this like blob. Can you see the little watermarks? I'd quite fun doing that. And again, you have to dry it in between. Ooh, that's quite nice. Quite like that one. Now I'm hoping this video's come out. Fingers crossed, we'll have a look. And then the next one will be stamping.